National Treasury Cabinet Secretary Yatani will take to the floor of the National Assembly to read the 2020-2021 budget statement. Although much of the expenditure and taxation proposals has already been put out, the CS will be expected to justify the fiscal measures the government intends to take in the next fiscal year, which begins in July. To take a review of the year that has been and what to expect this afternoon, I'm joined by Maco Manyenze from Anderson Tax, Kenya. Very good afternoon to you, Marco.
Good afternoon to you, Nina.
All right. So first, what are your views on how the 2019-2020 fiscal year has generally turned out in terms of what the 2019 budget set out?
Well, if you look at the 2019-2020 budget, what the government was prioritizing, looking at wanted to adopt a zero-based budgeting, freeze on new projects and complete the ongoing ones, because we had the tendency of starting new projects when the old ones have not yet been finalized, then reduce spending on top priority areas at that point in time, and then review external funded projects to align them to the Big Four agenda. And then also the 2019-2020 budget was also big on the Big Four agenda. Remember, there was an allocation of around 150 billion for the Big Four agenda. That's manufacturing, universal healthcare, affordable housing, and security. So I would expect the Secretary today to provide us with an update of how that implementation has gone on, how the adoption of the zero-based budget has been as we kick on and as we start the new financial year.
21 budget estimates and proposed taxation measures, do they fit the bill in terms of challenges Kenya's economy is facing?
You look at the 2020-21 budget, it's there's a slight decrease of the spending of the government, because last year the government spent 2.8 trillion. We're looking at spending 2.7 trillion. And this is largely 1.8 trillion going to recurrent expenditure and around 500 billion into development expenditure. Remember, this budget is coming at a time when the economy is facing various challenges. We have COVID-19 that has had a very huge impact on the economy. Remember, we had locusts that affected the agricultural sector. And then we also have floods in various parts of this country. So I would expect that the budget that the Cabinet Secretary will read today to have mitigating plans or measures to ensure that the economy can bounce back of COVID and bring it back to track. When you look at the taxation measures that have been proposed, well, there isn't much relief to normal 190, but when you look at the Tax Laws Amendment Act that was passed a month ago, we had a very huge reduction in PAYE. We also had a reduction in corporate income tax. And most of the taxation measures that have been introduced by the finance bill, can mostly, like 50% of them were the ones which were rejected by Parliament in the amendment bill.
So the Treasury CS Yatani pledged to tame the public spending to direct resources to priority areas. Does the 2020 budget meet that aspiration?
I believe yes, because when you look at the budget, 70% of it is going to key priority sectors. Look at education, has been allocated a very huge security, infrastructure, and health, because most Kenyans will be wondering how much is the health ministry being given to fight off this pandemic.
So what's in the Finance Bill 2020? Are the proposed taxation measures pragmatic in the face of the challenges facing Kenya's economy?
The Finance Bill 2020, as I've said, is coming after the Tax Laws Amendment Act, which brought a lot of changes in the taxation framework in the country. And when you look at the Finance Bill 2020, it's proposing to introduce VAT on cooking gas. That is making cooking gas more expensive. Also looking at introduction of digital services tax. The digital tax economy is also being roped into the taxation framework. And then we also have NSSF which has been exempt over the years, being brought back to the tax net. And rental income, residential rental income. Now, landlords who are handling residential rental income of 15 million and below per annum will now can apply to join the 10% regime, which is a good measure to be on that particular regime.
Okay, so hand in hand with that, Kenyans will be looking to CS Yatani to help cushion them from the effects of the COVID-19 pandemic. Do the proposals in the Finance Bill 2020 offer such comfort?
I believe the proposal that we have, to some extent, they offer that comfort because we have a proposal that ambulance services will not be subjected to VAT 14%, which is a step in the right direction. The finance bill is also introducing a voluntary tax disclosure mechanism for taxpayers to voluntarily declare their taxes to KRA. And then the economic stimulus package, also part of the budget. So I believe if these are implemented fully, we'll have a bit of comfort. Yeah.
Finally, what more should Kenyans expect from CS Yatani as he presents the budget statement this afternoon, from where you sit?
The expectations, I would believe that the budget is supposed to ensure that Kenyans, the government ensures that we have money trickling back down to normal Kenyans, to ordinary wananchi. We expect that the CS will give us measures how to reboot back the economy, provide some certainty to Kenyans that things will be normal, things are going to get better in the coming financial year.
All right, well, thank you so much, Marco. We appreciate your time. We will be catching up with you very soon for more information.
Thank you.